on one end of town, it's called 28th Street in Wyoming, and another one on Alpine, which is the other end of town, which is close to 5 Mile. One, 28th Street, is this side, the downtown's right here, it's over here, the other one's way over here. A good 5-6 miles, if not more than that, apart. Avon calling. I remember that a long time ago, that phraseology, Avon calling. And so when they did that, one of the family members would come up with that slogan. Yeah. I'm gonna have some fun. Because all I'm doing, I'm like a car trying to take off at 90 miles an hour at a standstill. You know, all I'm doing is spinning my wheels, not going nowhere. It's a lot of fun. It's like people, they have this belief that someone got into their personal affairs, and so they think they have the rights to get into other people's personal affairs. Like as a little boy in Grand Rapids back in '79, I remember that. It stood out so well. I go into this here little beer and wine store and buy some nickel candy in a little bag, paper bag they put it in. I walk out the door, walk down the street holding it, nowhere to put it. Too big for your pocket, and not big enough to have a handle on it like a plastic bag, you know. And the little boy, couldn't be more than 10. What you got in the bag, mister? I says, none of your business. He says, oh, everything is my business. His parents taught him that kind of crap, I think. I might be wrong. It don't matter. Point is, it weren't none of his business. Everything that he does is none of my business, unless it's breaking the law. You know. And then it's really not mine, it's the law's business for them to handle it. You know.
Oh.
Well, you know what the Bible says about that? Here, I'll give you a headache buster. If you see somebody sin, be like a child and run and tell your elders. That means if I see you commit a crime, I'll be like a child and don't hesitate, run and tell the law. I don't sit there and take it out on you on my own like I'm the law. You know. A long time ago they used to have lynchings, you know. Remember that?
Yeah, I wish they still did that.
They showed a picture of some bunch of white people down south hanging a black man. You know, I saw that in a magazine or a book or something. I don't remember anymore because it was like 15 years ago or so. But you know, lynching. And anyways, be like a child. I always run into people they're not complex, they're just simple. Like simple Simon said to the pieman, how do you make your porridge or some crap like that. I think I put that last piece in my own, but it don't matter. I run into some simple people that say something, and then later you do it, and they say, I didn't say you could do that, I said do this. You know, I met one of them in this town. He's a manager of the place, so that says a lot. It's like, Sarah probably don't even get it. A lot of people don't. You see, when I was in Grand Rapids, someone put the word out that I'm going to get a lot of money. And a bunch of young women start flocking around me, you know. I'm not talking about dozens of them, I'm talking about 4 or 5 of them, different time periods, you know. One, she had 3 little girls, but yet the society says that I was a pedophile, which told me that they don't know what they're talking about, you know. I've been in that Grand Rapids for 10 and a half years, always by myself. Even when I'm in the store, I'm by myself. Wherever I go, I'm by myself. But anyways, the point being is, what it was is they're looking for excuses, a name calling, because the one young woman who was making me aware she's available, she had 3 little girls. If she really believed that, she wouldn't be messing around with me, you know. And what I'm saying is, you know, if I sit and, like I was telling you the other day, see that guy over there? And I'll tell you a bunch of garbage, or tell you a bunch of garbage about this guy, and when I see him, there he is. And there he goes. Like God gave me that dream. The whole point being is, see, I had these 4 or 5 young women coming on me. They're ranging between 20 and about 30 years old. And coming on only in the idea of making me aware that they're, making me available, or aware that they're available. And as time went by, they separated. Partly is what I told Sarah, is what caused them to leave, the biggest group of them. But it's something that I did was for the benefit of society, but it doesn't make it any different. If I come out and if somehow or other I get a way of passing out all my information on health and healing, that's beneficial to society too. But you got such a complexity of social structure. Some want it, some don't. And the ones that don't, usually is because they're more interested in me not having the proceeds of giving it out than they are in getting the answer to the problem. You know, it's like here. People come in here, they want to make the child happy, but some things they don't want to do. You know, they want the candy free or something because they give you $5 for hours admission. Something, you know, always looking for a benefit that's free is what I'm trying to say. And people are like that, I guess, in all aspects of the world. They want it free. I had a man tell me that one time. He says, if you know something that's beneficial to society, like how to cure cancer, you should give it out free. Yeah, and I says, well, I'll tell you what, they have this, like a seminar, where you donate $10 and you go there and they have a meal, you know, spaghetti at dinner or something like that. And I expect to see you there because you're giving that $10 away to help somebody else out. I said, you gonna be there? He says, I don't know. I said, yeah, exactly. I never got to go because I didn't have the money, but I wish I could because I would have wanted to see if he showed up, you know. The thing about it is, and all I'm really getting at is, see how many doctors help you for nothing, you know. There are a few that will, under certain circumstances, like they've known you since you was a child and all that, and you couldn't afford to pay the bill this time, they write it off as tax exempt or whatever, you know what I mean? He give it to you free. I had a dentist give me these are, I guess you call them Pickwicks or something like that, water dispensers. Cost $30-some. And he told the nurse, we'll give that to him. You know, we got a couple of extra, you know, for cleaning your teeth rather than using dental floss, you know. I never did use it, but it isn't that I didn't want to. Always doing something. Walking down the road. Like I was going to go to church the other day, Sunday. And I allowed almost 2 hours to get there. And I ended up getting over there, I think it was an hour and a half, 2 hours. I think I told you about that.
Mm.
Yeah, I ended up getting over there in the center in Bristol, I believe it was. And I don't remember if it was on Bristol and Genesee or Atherton in Genesee. I never made it any farther. I went over that there Subway, or not Subway, Safeway, and I bought something partly to find out what time it was. And it only took me a minute to buy something, you know, some crackers, you know, little multi-pack types of crackers, you know. But anyways, pretzels and different things in the bag. And I found out what time it was, and I was already late, so I started walking a little bit further, and God indicated, you ain't gonna make it, because I probably had another half hour, 45 minutes to go, and the services probably would have been over with, you know. And I wasn't sure, like I said, if it was on Atherton, or Bristol, so. I walked about 2 or 3 blocks further, and I saw the road turn, but I didn't see no lights of an intersection where Genesee was, you know. So I figured, no, I wasted my time. So I turned around, and I followed the path all the way around, come back to the other side of Atherton. And here I was in Bristol, you know. And I took another 2 hours just to get back over in this area. And I was going to go over there to Kroger's this morning, and yeah, I made it to Kroger's the long way around again. I just got back from Kroger's, and I left at I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. It's not that I walk slow, I take these funny roads, you know, and I'm going that way. At least I go that way, try to go that way. You know, it's because some of the roads, they turn too much. Because I ended up on a street that was coming this way, and I was over there, not on the center, but one of the streets between there and here, and I bypassed Maple, I think it was. I didn't even see it. I did it again over there on Fenton. I didn't even see the street sign saying Bristol. I wanted to go down Bristol to Kroger's. I went all the way around and come back, and I bypassed on Fenton. I didn't